I'm just curious, how much do you guys miss your captain, Roman Yossi, not just on the ice, but also off the ice as a leader?
No, I mean, first of all, Roman should be here. I think he and Smitty and Jeff Biddle, our trainer, obviously would have loved to have all three of them here. But on the ice, you miss him tremendously. He's obviously an all-star player. He's one of those guys that can just change the game in any moment, given his talent. And just as a leader too, it's obviously a leader that you want to play with, you want to play for, and so I think simple as that, Roman should be here.
If you have a question, please raise your hand. Left side, Brooks.
Phil, we've heard about the dinner last night. Perbs was saying he was lucky enough to sit next to you and knew exactly what to eat thanks to you. What did you think of your teammates and how they enjoyed what you're used to eating over here?
It was great. I think the overall feedback was very happy. Guys were excited. We had a great time. Like I said, started off with a very Swedish typical cuisine, and guys loved it. A couple guys were a little skeptic to some of the stuff that we had on the menu, but they tried it, and I'm proud of them for that.
Left side, Emily.
What have you seen be the impact that Stamkos has had on this team since he arrived? And how have you seen him handle things maybe not going exactly as he had anticipated?
I think it's been great, honestly, from day one. You know, you hear a lot of stuff about a player and a person like that when you play against him for so long, and it's all great, and then you get to see it firsthand. It's obviously really exciting. It's a future Hall of Famer. He's been a great person for us. You know, he's been great on the ice, great off the ice, and I think he's getting more and more comfortable. You know, obviously being in a place for that long and then having to change, it's not easy. I mean, I can only imagine what it would be like, and I think he handled it really well despite all the diversity that was going through, adversity that was going through last year, and I think this year he looks more comfortable. He feels, he's taking more of a leadership role. That's obviously, he was a captain in this league for so long, and it's been great to see that step out even more. And thrilled to be his teammate.
Up front, Steve.
Phil, I was thinking last night about the very first time I met you after the trade, and we talked way back when. And now all these years later, I know how excited you are to be here. But do you think about how timing works perfectly, that you've kind of grown up to be in this place and now you have an opportunity to be an ambassador for the NHL, for the Preds, for your hometown, for Sweden, all that kind of in this moment? And how much pride do you take in being ready for this moment now?
I mean, it's certainly it's been a long but great journey since then, and hopefully we got plenty of exciting stuff left. But this is definitely one of the highlights so far, and just being able to be here, like you said, to represent the Preds, to show the great country off to my teammates and the staff and everyone on the team it's been great so far. And we've only been here for, feels like a week, but 24 hours, and it's only going to get better, hopefully. But certainly quite the journey, but hopefully like I said, a lot of exciting stuff left.
Any more in English? We'll go to Sweden. Oh, one more in English. Back to Steve.
Just about the game, the challenge of going against a great player like Sid. Malkin looks a little bit like his old self again. A good team over there, and what a win on this stage could mean for you guys.
Yeah, no, there'll be a great challenge. Like you said, they've been playing great hockey so far, and those two guys obviously bounced back. Carlson looks great. I think there's players that are taking steps. Whether it's some of those guys that kind of bouncing back, and also a lot of the younger, newer players, so to speak, that are stepping up, and it certainly be a great challenge for us. But got a pretty good team ourselves as well, and certainly need to use that to our advantage come Friday.
Left side, front row, Tom.
Phil, just you mentioned Carlson. What could him playing like this top level mean for looking ahead to the Olympics? What could he do? Could that mean for Sweden?
I think everyone that watched the Four Nations tournament saw how great of a player he is, and rising to the occasion there, and people are questioning him whether it's here or back in the U.S. And he just played lights out. He was probably our best player at that tournament, and like you said, I think that probably gave him a lot of confidence as well to see it doing it, because there's no better stage to do it. There's not probably going to be any better place to do it unless that tournament hosted again, and he was lights out and carried it over kind of into this season. So hopefully he will have a couple too many meatballs this weekend so he can take it easy on us, but by Olympic time he can be good again. So
We'll now take questions in Swedish on the left side, front row.
Filip, lite nyfiken på hur många är det som kommer från Leksand för att se matcherna här i helgen och hur många biljetter du har fått rota fram?
Nej, det har varit ganska lugnt är väl fel att säga, men mycket familjevänner som kommer. Det blir väl inte allt för många. Det är sådana här situationer som är bra att familjen är ganska liten. Så att det inte blir allt för stor spridning. Men förhoppningsvis oerhört mycket läxingar i övrigt så att säga. Så att det ska bli jäkligt kul att förhoppningsvis se mycket blåvita tröjor på läktaren.
Left side, third row.
Tjena Filip, kan du berätta lite om hur det känns att komma till huvudstaden för att spela hockey och vad den här stan betyder för sporten och om du och dina lagkamrater har hunnit utforska stan någonting ännu?
Nej, men jättekul, framförallt nu har man väl kanske ingen jättekoppling till Stockholm personligen mer än att man är här en gång per sommar ungefär, men just för Sverige och för hockeypubliken i Sverige så är det en fantastisk möjlighet att få NHL tillbaka till Sverige. Det har ju varit några fantastiska matcher genom åren och förhoppningsvis kan vi leverera något liknande. Och gällande middagen så tändstopet var vi på igår, så var det klassiskt, så svenskt det bara går och det blir nog lite mer roligt framöver under veckan också, men det förhoppningsvis kan vädret hålla upp för oss. Det är ju, det var länge sedan man var här i november i Sverige om man ska vara helt ärlig, så det var lite mörkt igår vid 4:15. Det var lite oväntat, men det får hoppas det blir bra.
Over here on the right.
Ja, Filip, du har värvat in Ben nu till laget. Kan du berätta lite om er relation och vad han tillför laget?
Ja, nej, vi kände väl att vi behövde lite mer size på materiala sidan också. Så just att få in Benny med hans oerhörda kunskap tror jag kan fylla det tomrummet. Nej, men det är ju en av mina bästa kompisar. Vi går tillbaka sen långt tillbaka i Leksand och han har haft en fantastisk resa på sin sida med materialarollen och tagit sin dröm och gjort det till ett proffsjobb i Schweiz och han har varit i Nashville 2 gånger och fått lära känna Pete och hans staff, våra materialare och när vi skulle hit så Pete bjöd innan direkt och jag pushade så mycket jag kunde också och Benny fick ledigt och nu är han här så det ska bli grymt kul att få ha han hela veckan.
One more back of the room.
Filip, vi vet ju att du är väldigt fotbollsintresserad och du vet också vad det är att representera sitt land. Det är ju en landslagssamling i fotboll här som pågår samtidigt. Kommer du kolla på matchen på lördag och vad tänker du kring vår nya förbundskapten?
Jag ska försöka hålla koll, sen är det lite fullt schema som man hinner se matchen eller inte, det får vi se. Men det är ju, fotbolls-VM är ju drömmen, speciellt i år när det är i USA, vilket vore fantastiskt för oss som bor där borta. Och vägen har väl inte varit spikrak än så länge för dem, men förhoppningsvis kan Potter vända på trenden och få några segrar in till ett kommande kval som det ser ut. Och det blir spännande att se.
First off, you guys are out there just kind of minding your business in practice, and all of a sudden a Preds chant breaks out. How cool is that to hear it here in Stockholm and meet them today? And how bad do you guys want to represent them this weekend?
Yeah, it was quite the surprise actually. I had no idea that many people would be there, and like I said, pleasant surprise, and then just shows the love and passion for hockey in Nashville.
Left side, third row.
Hi, how tough is the loss of Roman Josi for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, Yo should be here, but unfortunately, obviously, injuries holding him back, and we're gonna obviously dearly miss our captain and amongst others. But that's how sports work, and next man up and move on.
Left side, first row.
Talked to Adam Wilsby here. He told us that you guys have been out for some Swedish dinner last night, so I wanted a review from you. As a Finn, how did you like the Swedish food?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear that this is Willie's city, and he's been taking good care of us, and we had a great dinner last night, just traditional Swedish food, and even as a Finnish guy, I can say it was good.
Left side, front row.
Emily Benjamin, NHL.com. What have you seen from UC Saros this year, and how important is he for Finnish hockey, especially with the Olympics coming up and his position on that team?
Yeah, I think he's been phenomenal all year. Every game, kind of, day in, day out. He's kept us in a lot of games, and he's a really important piece of our team. And I mean, as of right now, for sure, he's probably the starting goalie for Finland's Olympic team, and lucky to have him.
Sweden. It's a little bit different than what we're used to. What do you think so far, about 24 hours in?
It's been great. Yeah, we had a cool day yesterday. Kind of walking around the city, going for a nice dinner. Willie took us to a nice dinner. I mean, this is Willie's city after all, so he really treated us. We're happy to be here for him and Phil. You know, it's such a unique opportunity, so it's been great to be here.
Just talking to Nick Perbix, he was saying that he was next to Phil at dinner, and Phil was telling him everything to eat, everything to put on the food, every sauce recommendation. How was that for you? Did you get the recommendations from some guys?
He was really helpful. When it came to the Swedish meatballs, you know, they had some berries that I wouldn't have touched otherwise, but he told me it's a must-have on the meatballs, so gave it a go. It was really good, so it's good to have a guy like that at your table.
What are you looking forward to in that regard, just being able to experience something like this, especially in the midst of a season that you've got kind of a once-in-a-lifetime chance here?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's such a unique opportunity that we have. Like you said, it's kind of once in a lifetime that you're going to be able to play an NHL game, you know, not in North America. Such a cool experience. Even just today at the practice, you know, having, you know, a big crowd in the stands, everyone's cheering. There's a good atmosphere, good vibe here. Everyone's super excited about it. So yeah, we're just looking to take advantage of that and just have a ton of fun. Hopefully leave here with 2 big wins, gain some momentum. But yeah, it should be really good.
You mentioned Phil and Willie too, like just for you guys as teammates to see them in their home country in this kind of element. What do you think of things from that regard?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that on the way over here. You know how excited I get for, you know, that one game a year we get in Toronto. You know, seeing all my family, all my friends in the stands after the game. You know, you grew up. You know, I grew up going to games in Toronto and watching the Leafs, and so I can only imagine how cool it is for them. You know, they don't get to do this every year. Like we said, it's kind of once in a lifetime opportunity that we're doing this. I can only imagine how excited they are. So I'm super happy for them and just super happy to be, you know, involved in participating in it with them.
Other than getting 2 wins, is there one thing that you want to do before you leave here?
Honestly, the Swedish meatballs were on my bucket list. I got it off on night 1. They did not disappoint. They're really good. So yeah, other than that, just kind of enjoy the city.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it feels kind of odd with it being the middle of the year. Just kind of never been on a trip like this, on a road trip, to an extent, like just like kind of an extension of the road trip. But at the same time, I feel like today and tomorrow I'll really start to feel like in Sweden, enjoy it, kind of cool once in a lifetime type of trip.
Yeah, I know you're obviously here to play a couple of games, but like you said, you do have a couple of days here. Anything you're looking forward to? Anything on the docket?
Honestly, I think we kind of had Phil and Wills take the reins on the itinerary, and they're kind of showing us the ropes of the area. So I'm looking forward to that.
How much are they? You know, you guys kind of look into them for guidance. What is it like to see?
Actually, we had like I think it was a traditional Swedish meal last night at some historical-ish type place, and I sat next to Phil, so I literally just copied exactly what he did because I didn't know what half the stuff we were eating, so I just put whatever he put on his food on mine, mixed it the same way, and it was good. It was enjoyable.
What was the best thing you ate?
It was some like shrimp thing on like this toast of some sort. I'm not really sure what it was, but it was really good. So.
Shrimp on toast?
Uh-huh.
What about just, you know, kind of the atmosphere and soaking it all in? You know, I guess what you're looking forward to in that perspective, just getting this experience in a different country.
Yeah, no, like so I played in the World Championships 3 years ago, and it was in Finland. And when we played their home crowd, it was unbelievable. And so I think we'll get a little taste of that. Just I know they're a very passionate hockey country, and so we'll get to see that and enjoy that a lot and feed off it hopefully.
A couple of guys were saying too, like just you know, obviously things aren't going the best on the ice right now, but a chance to have a trip like this, to bond like this, at this juncture, what can that hopefully do for this group?
Yeah, it gives you something to build off of for sure. Something kind of a base layer. Obviously, you're going to create memories with all the guys here. You can kind of use that, build chemistry both in the locker room and on the ice. And so, yeah, like kind of, I'm sure what they said. We're just looking to use that.
Just how hard is it not having your captain Roman Josi here for a trip like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think not having him in our lineup, never mind the trip. Obviously, we missed him then last year quite a bit, and was so grateful to see him early this season. And you know, unfortunately, he kind of got hurt, so we're just trying to get him back as quick as we possibly can. It's too bad he missed this trip. I know it means a lot to him, but I also think we got to get him back to 100% and ready to help our team as quick as possible.
On the left side, Brooks.
Coach, a couple of the guys were talking about just going to dinner, enjoying the other things that come with this trip. I know you're focused on getting wins, but are there things that you're hoping to take advantage of here in the next couple of days as well?
Yeah, well, I think for the group to be together, a little bit of team bonding kind of stuff. You're in a different country in the middle of the hockey season, in a great city. For them to have that experience, I think is amazing for them, and you want them to enjoy it as a group. And could be a really defining moment for our group by coming here, and I hope they grab it.
Up front, Steve.
Andrew, and with that, you've got a tough challenge against the Penguins, and obviously Sid is a player of a generation. What is the challenge of trying to slow him and them down?
I don't know if you slow him down. I think they've been playing really well this year. I think they got a little chip on their shoulder. They didn't like how their year went last year, and they're out to prove people that they're, watching Gino play. I mean, he's most engaged I've seen him for a couple of years. Same with Carlson. So they got a lot of skill, and I think our mindset of playing a certain way has to be obviously really important against them. I mean, we cannot be giving up free offense.
Any more questions? Go back to Matt.
I'm just curious. Steven Stamkos, his NHL debut was in a Global Series game in Prague. He played here in Sweden as well with the Lightning. You look at a player like that, do you lean on his experience? Do the players talk to him about his experiences overseas? Like, what's his leadership role when you come out on a trip like this?
Well, I think with Stammer, not just on trips like this, I mean, he's seen everything in the game. He's been through all kinds of different things. Obviously, his time in Tampa, the ups and downs, meaning early in his career, they're building themselves to be the elite team in the NHL. So he saw that. He saw big moments, big games. So I think our group lean on him continuously, as not just the young guys. A lot of the guys have been around. I mean, he's wealth of knowledge and experience in our game and the success he's had. And his leadership skills, really speak volumes of the person that he is, most importantly.
Up front, Steve.
Pretty cool today to be in the middle of a huddle and hear the Preds chant in the background, and how fun will it be to meet the Hardy fans that made the trip over here?
Yeah, I mean, that's I kind of couldn't believe there's that many. I mean, that's pretty cool for an organization that they're over here. Yeah, it kind of caught me off guard. I didn't see them all kind of filter in. I saw a couple, and then you start hearing the cheers, and you look up and you see, wow, there's a lot of people here. So it just speaks of how our organizations treats their fans, treats their people, and it's great to see them here.
Take one more question on the right side here, Aaron.
Just going back to Stamkos, in 2019, he credits the trip for Tampa Bay, the Global Series, to writing their season. What's the pressure in trying to accomplish something like that, but not putting too much pressure on just a 2-game set?
Yeah. I wish I had an answer for you. I think it comes organically, with the group. I don't think if you set out to do certain things and it's not through, it's not authentic or it's fixed, it doesn't work. I think if they can organically enjoy each other, hopefully something happens, or they go through a few experiences together and they have a memory. And a lot of the teams that you play on, there's usually one of those defining moments in a hockey season. And hopefully this is one of ours.